Alright, welcome back to Monster Party. So, Stage 7 is kind of glitched. So you know how Adventure Island had only 2 bosses? This one has 3 bosses. However, if you fight all 3 bosses, you can't get to the end of the stage because the key will appear after you beat your second boss. But then if you beat the 3rd boss, it disappears, so someone fucked up. One of the hacks does actually fix this problem so you can fight all 3 bosses. I have elected to skip the 3rd boss that appears, because that's just the spider boss again. All he says is, "I'll suck your blood again," and that's it, so we're gonna find the originals instead.
Not even a joke about being a reused boss. Like, bet you thought I was dead, huh? Kill in 1 hit. Damn it!
He didn't even suck my blood the first time! I'm Royce! Here I go! I take back what I said. Adventure Island sucks. Royce rules. He's dead already!
This adaptation of Franz Kafka's Metamorphosis is fucking wild.
Alright, well, whoever we fight next isn't going to be better than Royce, I can assure you of that, but nobody can be better than Royce.
I just got the fucking joke. His name is Royce and he attacks by rolling. He's Rolls Royce.
Cha-cha.
I'm glad you killed him, actually.
Also, I should mention, yes, taking more pills will extend your burts, so you can keep on burting if you need to, which is good because it's about to run out here.
If your burt lasts more than 3 hours, please consult a doctor.
Welcome! Entrance to hell! How's it going? Alright, so fighting death fucking sucks because you fight sends skulls after you. On second thought, I should have sent Mark in. Him reflecting those skulls would have worked out way better for me. Alright, so in like episode 1 we talked about how Bert's flight ability isn't that useful for most of the game. Well, it actually kind of does break this stage though. I decided to take it kind of slow here, but what if I just went straight up though?
What if I did not care?
I mean, look, I can pass through these blocks, it's fine. I think that's where the spider is if you want to fight him, but I don't. If I do, I can't leave the stage.
Bert laughs at your attempts at level design.
Bert just saw Kirby and was like, this fucker's got the right idea. Too bad Mark's real and Kirby isn't. Oh, and here we are on the roof. Well, that didn't last very long since we just out and out had to skip one of the bosses. If it weren't for the fact that I did not want the translation cleaned, I probably would have done that hack that just let me fight that guy. Oh well, not a huge deal to miss the spider a second time. So, round 8. Something exploded. So, dick move. First boss is to the left of the starting point.
Watch out, baby!
Second dick move. This boss fucking sucks. He just flies around and follows you. So this guy right here is an HP check. I hope you have plenty of HP, because even if you're doing semi-well, you are not doing well enough to not take a bunch of hits. That was a better run. So I will say, cool looking final level. Not what I would expect from a game called Monster Party, but that's neat. It's this weird, sort of floating sanctuary? Something. We've got towers, we've got church-looking buildings.
Big Dipper's trying to kill you.
We've got constellations trying to kill us. We've got witches. Face my wrath! Oh, hello, terrifying background. And also semi-terrifying monster. Less tough than the other guy, however. That was way easier. Maybe it's just because I'm Bert-pilled, though, who knows. Alright, so... third boss is not here, but I do want to skip over that constellation. The constellation's hard to avoid, but it won't attack upwards. Also, I think the candles will explode like just before they hit the top of the screen, so flying at the top of the screen will actually prevent you from getting hit, so honestly, oh god.
Oh boy, Mark's soup! Here I go!
I can't tell if that's just like a dash effect or blood. Either way, you're weirding me out. Are you a decapitated head or is that a very tiny body you have?
I think he's just moving around by expelling blood from his neck.
Oh god, this whole place is terrifying. This is like the calmest stage, but it has just the absolute most horrifying bosses.
Each constellation is harder and harder for me to figure out what it is.
It's just all the constellation of Mark Soup. They're all excited to turn Mark into soup. It's what they saw in the stars.
We're back to Big Dipper. We had Big Dipper, 2 Big Dippers, 2 Orions, and then one thing that I could not even start to identify.
Alright, so we've got a very big castle here. So once you have the key, you're able to enter this castle's door and get exploded by a candle. However, we're not done with the game just yet because we have the final boss still here.
You beat everybody! Beat me and you can leave! Come and die!
Okay, so this horrifying face is going to puke eyeballs at us, so his weak point is his nose, but only when it opens up. So we're gonna get as much damage as possible with Bert. And once Mark is ready, we're going to be hitting some eyeballs into a nose, as you do. Thankfully, this guy isn't actually too tough, and, that's how we win the game. Alright. Unfuse. We did it. Mark destroyed the monsters. Oh, we got a gift from our good old pal Bert's. Alright, well, that ends that. He doesn't look excited, though, to open this box. Oh, good for her. Alright, so beautiful princess, but suddenly, the princess became a monster. Bert, what did you give us? Yeah, understandable. Oh, it's fine. It was all just a horrifying dream. Mark is going to have so much to talk to the therapists about, but maybe he can just talk to the smiling sun instead. Oh, Bert was there. He whispered to Mark,
I'm here to beat the shit out of you.
"Let's go again." No, there is no loop 2, there is no good or bad ending. That is the ending. So, welcome to Monster Party. This was all just secretly a vessel for me to just show more people the ending of Monster Party. Because what the fuck is the ending of Monster Party? I said the devs wanted to scar children for life, and I wasn't kidding.
I'm gonna Google Monster Party controversy.
So yeah, you know, pretty decent game overall. I feel like this is a precursor to the type of game that is mostly just bosses, and specifically the type of game that is that, but they try to cram levels in there, just to, you know, make it seem like there's more game, even though the bosses are basically the prime thing. It definitely feels like it's a bit loose of a game, not the best constructed. The victim of being a bit too early for being, you know, a tight game about just fighting bosses with a particular playstyle, in this case either being the ability to reflect things or just fly around and shoot. It's messy, but I appreciate the idea. But yeah, like I said, this LP is mostly just here because what the fuck is the ending? Why did they do that?
I in the few short minutes I've been trying to find, like, what is information online about Monster Party. So, what we know from the prototype is that there were things that changed, like, the goriness was turned down.
Not for the ending, though.
Well, like, the title screen has that monster face with a bunch of green slime. And the prototype, that's blood.
Yep.
So, like, I don't know if the ending was in the prototype. I can't find anything on that really quickly. Most of the stuff that was removed, aside from, you know, some of the gore, was just the pop culture references were made more, obfuscated. Like, we don't literally have the alien from Alien.
Mm-hmm. He got sick, unfortunately. Couldn't make it.
I don't know why Mark has a nightmare about his flesh melting off of his bones, and then Bert's at the door ready to go again. Like,
Bert just has Mark trapped in a never-ending cycle of going through the dark world, but I don't know why.
I don't know if it's really a cycle or if it's just like, oh, maybe it was just supposed to be a sequel hook that comes across as very, very frightening and intimidating because it just kind of implies that Bert is the evil one.
Mm-hmm. See, I just figure he's taken Mark to Monster World over and over again. Anytime you play Monster Party, that's just the next time Bert has taken Mark to his world to torture him for eternity for unknown reasons. Is he just a huge fan of elementary school baseball? Did Mark just beat the team he was really fond of? Is the Dark World just Britain? Is Bert just the worst footballer of all time, but for baseball?
Do you know the Japanese names for Mark and Bert?
Oh god, I forgot what Mark is, but I think Bert's just Value.
Yep. Mark is Hiroshi, but Bert being Value is the funny one.
Mm-hmm. This is me and my friend, Value.
I see you value your friends. No, I'm friends with Value. It's a different thing.
I don't think I want to be friends with Value, honestly, after all this.
Anyways, to bring in a completely unrelated thing, I often talk about how Magic Knight Rayearth is a prank. Like you said about this game, it exists to scar children. But, like, the Rayearth has, like, themes and things it wants to talk about and explore. And the Monster Party just exists to be weird and fucked up.
This is just an okay game that's kind of funny sometimes, but then just actually goes for the throat.
This is the original Creepypasta game. This is the game that you beat and you tell your friends at school about it the next day and they're like, that's not what happens. That's not how that game ends. There's no way.
Yeah, well, I mean, it couldn't quite get to that point, of course, because unsurprisingly, this game is very obscure. In fact, I'm really surprised that I was able to find it at that garage sale, honestly.
Shut up.
No, hold on a sec, let me get it. Oh, weird. It's covered in hyper-realistic blood.
Honestly, it would have been scarier if you just said you couldn't find it.
No, but I can find this copy of BattleBots for the GBA, which I legitimately don't know how I got that. That's the cursed game I actually have. I have, like, one of the worst games of all time for the Game Boy Advance from what I've heard. Never played it. Don't know why I have it.
I was about to ask if we're still doing a bit, but no, you start talking about an actual terrible game you own.
I never bought it, and I don't have a friend who ever had it as far as I know. It's just there. Anyway, that's the game that's actually releasing hyper-realistic blood right now, so I gotta go take care of that. It's flooding my room.
Yeah, we will see you next time for whatever we do next.
It probably won't be as fucked up as this.